When I think of street children, the first thing that would come to mind is that they are not given attention to.
Street children are victims of poor family planning, but
Street children is like they are angels.
Okay, here in the Philippines, we know that street children is very rampant. You can see them anywhere, and I feel like they're very poor because they're being deprived of their basic rights. And of course, we can't really blame these poor people because it all roots down to like who rules the Philippines. And I feel like if the government will not do something about it, still, after how many years, they will be, there will be a lot of street children here in the Philippines. Yeah.
I think when I think of street children, the first thing that would come to mind is that they are not given attention to, especially by the government. And I feel very pity for them though, because I feel like at their age they should actually be in school. They should actually be learning and discovering about the world around us. But given that they're in kind of given that they're in that kind of situation, I couldn't help to think, but why is the government not doing anything about it?
Some childrens are annoying, but it depends on them, okay? Because some of them are like so pretty, their faces are so pretty, so cute like that, but it depends on children. So sometimes I find them annoying, but sometimes cute like that.
Street children. There are so many here in our country, but uh, some of them they don't have food, so that's why they ask because they're very hungry. Sometimes we give, or most of the time we give. We feel pity and we give money.
For me, street children, I feel so pitiful about it because there are just a lot of them in the street, and it makes me feel like I wanted to do something for them. But I think the government should really do something more than us. Yeah.
well, street children are victims of poor family planning, but regarding them, I don't have any negative feelings towards them. But since they are effects of poor family planning, I feel bad for them, and someday we always think about helping them in some way or another.
Well, I think street children are those children who are very unfortunate to have very supportive parents. But just as what our Miss Universe said, Miss Catriona Gray, she told us that it wasn't poverty that killed their dreams. It was the lack of child support. And I think that's what's uh, lacking of every Filipino families who, yeah, we have a lot of street children here. So I think that's a problem. And that's what I think about street children. They're very poor, actually.
Yeah, I actually think of them as like children that has born unlucky, but if they change their ways, they can change their futures too.
Okay, street children should be provided. Um, they should be provided more, or they should be given more attention as if they're living in the street right now. There are dangers in the street that they need to be acknowledged. They should be placed in in a place where they can have a good home or a safe environment.
Street children is like they are angels. Yeah.
I think the street children are the children that don't have parents, and they are they are the unprivileged po.
I think they're so common here in the Philippines because people here are just giving birth even though they are not capable of um, taking care of their children.
They need attention and they need our help.
I'm such a friendly person. I feel like when someone talks to me, I just talk to them. But if a street children talks to me, usually they ask something, money, food. If I have, I provide. But if I don't have, of course, I can't do anything. I can't give something that I don't have. So yeah, I just talk to them and ask them some questions. And yeah, if I do have money or food, I give them.
What I do when I see street children talk to me, sometimes I get them food, or like when I have extra money, I also give them extra money. But when I am in a jeepney or when I'm in a transportation, I do not give them money or anything because it's prohibited by the law here in the Philippines. Yes.
I sometimes gave them food. I don't give money to them because maybe I don't know what will they do to money. So I somehow gave them food to eat and water sometimes.
I give food and sometimes money.
In my case, I only give food, not money, because the money must be used in other things rather than to buy
Yes.
something
Yes.
to further hunger. So food would be better.
When some street children approach me, when I have coins or anything I can give, food or something, I try to reach out to them. I give them, but if I don't, sometimes I tend to walk past them. So yeah, those are times that depends on the situations.
Well, I usually interact with them and try to help them as much as I can. I don't really have a lot to help, but as small as it is, I try to help small children because, unlike me, they are very unfortunate. And well, I have the blessing, so it's up to me to share it to them. Yeah.
Sometimes if I have like a money to give, I give them. If I have food to give, then I give it to them. But if I don't have, I really cannot give back. So what I can just do is like pray for them to have like a meal, 3 meal for a day, like that.
Okay, about that one, I often give them money if they're asking for me such things, or if they ask for food, then I provide them one.
Actually, I love children. Then, if they want to talk to me, I listen to them. Yes, I love listening to children. I talk to them. I entertain them. I give them money if they need to, and also, yeah, I give them food if I have.
I rarely approach them um, because I don't know. Maybe I think I I was thinking that they might steal from me or something like that. They're like a maybe a gang or a syndicate, like they're hold upping something. Yeah.
I approach them in a nice way.
Well, with what I have mentioned earlier, I feel like it's a Philippine problem. So I feel like if we give them access to education, family planning to those who are having children without even have like a support system. So I feel like the government should do something about it, because at the end of the day, it's the government who should take care of their people, may it be children, old people, or what generation they belong in. Yeah.
I think this is actually a societal issue rather than a personal one. So I think the government should actually be the one to address this issue, and they should actually think of concrete solutions to solve this problem, such as for those street children, they should actually be permitted, or they should actually be held at the SWD so that there will be people who will look after them. And also the government maybe should actually give them jobs, or like say tawag ana, livelihood skills, so that they can actually independently live by themselves and not depend on anybody else, like just asking for money to anybody they see on the street.
Maybe the government should do something about that, but I believe they have a program like the SWD, and most of them are they don't like to go there. But for us, in our case, we just want to give them something to help them, like food, like that, or clothing, like that. And yeah, that's all.
For me, I don't really have the sources to provide, but I think and I believe that government provide for them, and there are also NGOs, private organizations that will help them willingly.
For me, also government should really do something for it. Unfortunately, most of the government is not really doing.
Not so active.
Yeah, that's right, not so active in it. So as human beings, we should also help. Yeah, anyway, that's all.
Well, our government should focus on family planning and proper family planning and proper education towards family planning, and state. There should be in our government should form something like a charity or a program that will help children, street children, in our country.
Well, I think the very basic solution that we need to, to address with this type of problem is the education, because most of the families here in the Philippines are very unfortunate to have quality education, and they chose not to. They choose not to pursue education because it's really quite expensive for most families here, and I think that's the very basic solution we I can offer for them, so that give them better lives, give them better jobs. Yeah, that's it.
We need to create more organizations that support street children's, that legitimate organization that can really help them, because we don't know what their futures are. If we will be giving them a chance to change their futures, then why not?
Okay, we should improve that program. We should continue on seeking program that will help the street children. We should take them out of the street to make them away from the danger that they're facing right now.
People like need to have family planning so that I will listen the street children. Yes.
I think to solve the problem, first it would start with the parents. They should not have children if they can't provide for them, and I think they call this the government also will help, so that it would give a project or something like program that can help the street children.
I think it's all about the people, the poor people, to stop. If they don't, if they cannot, if they cannot take care of their children, to the needs of their children, then don't get pregnant like that.
To solve that problem, I think we just need I would just give them our full support, our full love, so that no one is left behind. Thank you.